Well, we're getting some snow here at home, and we've gotten a little bit just across upstate New York. So I think today we're gonna ride Tug Hill, and the plan is tomorrow we're gonna ride Old Forge because we haven't been up there pretty much at all this season. Josh brought his sled over last night. Pretty cool to have two Assaults in the garage. I know it's a little bit of a mixed opinion on these sleds. I've had a lot of people telling me that I downgraded going from a Lynx to an Assault Boost, which I think is just goofy. As I've said a million times, if I didn't try all these sleds, there wouldn't even be the people to tell me I went to the wrong sled. If I just stayed with the same brand on the same sled, I'm sure I'd build a very specific audience for the sleds I ride, but I just love trying everything. You know, if I'm wrong about enjoying my Assault Boost, I'll switch back to a Lynx. If I was wrong about my Lynx, I would switch to, you know, Renegade again. Like I've just tried so many different sleds, and that's what it's all about for me. Another awesome thing I want to announce is I'm going to be working with Fast Track Industries next season and studying the Assault Boost. I'm going to do a double backer, single backer, 3 per row setup. They have some really awesome templates that make sure your scratch pattern is like the ideal setup to make sure every stud is biting at all times. So really excited to install those. I'll show you guys some backer options, some different colors they offer, some that, you know, look really good on this sled, and just in general, like what the perks are to like their product. But for now, I don't have that on. I'm probably gonna finish the season out with the Assault pretty stock. The only thing I might do is throw like a shaper bar on it, depending on how it handles. But next season, I'm gonna put on my Curve Industry skis. I'm gonna put on my Mountainside Products Spindles, and I'm gonna do the studs and like a little bit more stuff. So this season it's gonna be a couple rides stocked, and then next season is gonna be like the build, and then I'll show you guys like everything I have planned. I have some pretty cool stuff. I think the sled's gonna look really well balanced and have some awesome parts on it. So I also have to put on our awful New York State reg stickers. So Josh has his 850 sticker here, so you can't really put the reg sticker there. But on mine, there's nothing there. So I think that'll be a pretty good spot to put the reg sticker. It's a decent sized space. It's not really something that has any like accent to it, so. They suck no matter where you put them, but I don't know. I think it's not the worst spot in the world. I don't know, maybe it is. Oh well, we'll get over it. You forget about them pretty quick. Reg stickers on, cut the tags off, and she's officially not new anymore. Double boot, or not double boost, but double Assaults. It's all right. Super stoked for this moment. We've been waiting basically all year for this. Josh and I thought first ride out, this is where we'd be at, but still exciting. Decent snow up here. Again, we're at Tuggers for the 100th time. Get some braking miles on the Boost. We'll see where we end up at. And yeah, just excited for this moment and can't wait to ride this thing. So weird. I was so used to the Lynx. A little butt tap, not too bad. Definitely not the Lynx. I think stiffness is what makes this good in the bumps. With the Lynx, it was compliance, so. Letting Josh lead just because he's a little more confident with the 7S. I've played with it, but I haven't really run it, so. Woohoo! are so light. Holy crap. That's the biggest thing I can say so far. Compared to the lakes, this is such a light sled. It's crazy. It's so different, right? It's funny. Yeah. Do you want to take it for a little to the next stop? There'll be one right up here.
Take it for a bit. I'll try to
okay.
I want you to like, get it going before I crash into
True, true, yeah. This is stiff. Break in! Break in! Yeah, what's yours at?
I usually feel at my legs with the problem, so I got the feel of these.
Oh, really?
And it didn't feel one, but it could have been.
Mine was at 153.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have to take a...
Give me a sec to let her cool down.
See the times?
Huh?
This is the way to see the times.
Oh, okay.
That's the where we had to go. Yeah.
Okay.
The colors pop nicely on the snow, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Definitely feels spunky, so
yeah.
I wish I had ice scratchers because this sucks that it's overheating, but
well, this last track.
Yeah.
Like,
I just like there, and you can't get on like the like snowbanks or whatever because they're ice. So if you get up on them, it's like gonna flip you over. Otherwise, I would just like scoop up on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But. You hot now?
Yeah, you?
I was getting way up on the snowbanks. What are you up to? What are you up to?
150.
Oh, I was at 130.
Yeah.
You just gotta get up on the, you gotta just f***ing commit like crazy. Dude, my sled is so f***ing stiff, holy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little tweak.
Oh, I have mine all the way stiff, but I got a lot of weight on.
You have it all the way stiff?
Yeah.
Just always hot. Give me one sec, yeah. It wasn't too hot. When I went through here, it cooled it down, but also my rear suspension was way too soft. I kept bottoming out. I put everything on full soft just to see what it was like. Front shocks feel fine, but the rear shocks, it was just like whack. Oh, really?
I got these tracks. So all the way, what's the countertop wise is
right's tight, left's soft.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, right left. Countertop wise?
So yeah, that's full soft.
Really?
Yeah, it should be. Oh yeah, it says it on the shock. or something? Human GPS is always better than real GPS. As soon as we got to that drive-in, I'm like, I think I've seen this before. Like, I think I know where we are.
Did you guys come off the tug?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it?
It's a mix. Some are bumpy, some are flat, some are a little bare, but overall very rideable. Like, you get by for sure.
Made it to Cedar Pines again. Original plan was to get to Whiskey Jack's, but you know, the Polaris GPS, while very good, is not quite an exact science. It's kind of a little guess and check. So made it out here, got about 40 miles on the Boost Assault. Still definitely developing my opinion. I'll kind of like keep that going throughout the video, but power is unbelievable. Lifts the skis on demand. Awesome sled, and I can't wait to see it out of break-in. We're about 40 miles in, and you know, still got a while to go on that, but just happy to be out here riding. So definitely been forming my kind of initial impressions of the Assault Boost. Definitely interesting to be back on an Assault. A little less compliant overall, but still really good, like I said, in the big bumps. Can kind of get through that stuff, no problem. I ran it on full soft for a little bit, turned everything up a couple clicks because I was bottoming out pretty bad with the rear suspension. I definitely have the front a little bit softer than the rear. I haven't adjusted my torsion spring yet, so that might be something that I still work on, but the power is amazing. I just crested 50 miles, so I think I'm like through the first stage of break-in. We'll see what happens from here. But like if I get on the throttle, it just, from mid-range especially, it just lifts the skis right up and just kind of like takes off from there. So a little bit worse gas mileage than Josh's, but being in break-in, it's kind of hard to judge them right now once I'm out of break-in because he's out of break-in. We'll see how the regular 850 stacks up against the 850 turbo, but yeah, I mean, so far I'm having a ton of fun on it. I definitely want to work on the suspension. That's kind of one place that I'm not quite in love with it yet, but I kind of expected that with an Assault, like coming from a Lynx that's so compliant and can go through the big bumps no problem. Like the one thing I noticed is I am like flinching a little bit more for big bumps, whereas on the Lynx, I was telling Josh that's where I used to catch up to him was in the big bumps, whereas now with this I catch up to him on like the long straightaways. So but no regrets, loving it, getting to know the gauge a little bit better, kind of learning the 7S. That's got definitely a bit of a learning curve, but super cool gauge. I already have moved around like my speedo, and I have like my boost gauge down below, so that's pretty cool. We're about 50 miles into our ride. We're headed back now, and then tomorrow the plan is to ride an Old Forge. So I might have said this already in the beginning of the video, but hoping to see a bunch of my Old Forge people when we do that. And yeah, just really, really happy to be riding. I did not think I was gonna get any miles on this sled. Not only because of how late I thought it was gonna come in, even though it showed up a little early, but the weather's been so bad in New York that we got pretty lucky to be able to be out here this weekend. So a little bit of snow coming down right now. Fun ride overall. We're gonna probably head back from here. So might be the last time you see me in this video, but we'll have another one coming for Old Forge riding, and we'll go from there.